We're on like session 44. There's no witty repartee. They know
Just
our viewers know
We
this.
divided up.
The knowledge we just had.
Those of us that are watching.
Divided up.
Yeah.
Yeah, our 4 subscribers are used
Right,
to
they
it.
understand.
I was.
So the guy at Daikon, the guy who has his own YouTube channel where he explains the game rules of the game that I was running.
Found your follower.
Yeah, basically says, and I said, "Oh, I have a YouTube channel too." He's like, "Oh, that's great. How many subscribers do you have?" And I said, 4. And he kind of looks at me. I go, "Well, 2 of them are Doug." Kind of like, oh, okay. We actually have something like 28 subscribers. If you
Now?
can believe that shit. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened.
How? Yeah.
I'm still. Well, it's
only 5 of
weird.
them are me.
You can't.
35 of them are yours.
Because I made 17 email addresses so I could subscribe.
Okay.
I don't know. You
You're up
can't.
to 30 less.
I'm at 30.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay, so that's a big day for us.
Must be our.
Now that those sweet advertising dollars are gonna start rolling on.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
give me the next Mr. Beast.
Well, hold on, I gotta get a big.
Hold on over to big grapefruit.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go in the back and get a big bag for all my doubloons.
Yeah.
My Google doubloons. So yeah, I mean, so now you find yourself in suddenly silence. Well, not really silence because you can hear.
You can hear the combat.
Because you've gone down into the earth, into this. It's not so much a cave as it is sort of a combination of cave and how is it? Are you enjoying it?
Yes,
Good.
yes, I am.
It's a nice little drink. We get it.
It's a nice drink.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Now, as I mentioned originally,
Mhm.
Corpse Survivor 2 is better,
I
but this is good.
I have to agree. Corpse Reviver 2 is better. This is a high maintenance drink. Because
This is sitting outside on a balmy afternoon.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it might even be you know what
And then Nolan's Hawch.
you know what would make that even better for outside is the tinge of tonic water, a little bit of bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. Or 7-Up. 7-Up maybe even better. That is a sweet drink.
And a nice
Maybe
wrap
two-
around porch
Mhm.
on a ranch.
But it's a high.
And
On a
a
swinging
nice
chair.
wrap
Meditation and a swinging chair.
It's a high maintenance drink though. I have to go get
Nice wrap.
basil,
Yeah, right.
thing. I had to cut
Nice
this
wrap.
watermelon and blend it and then strain it.
I was reading an article about Gen Z cocktails and what bartenders think of them. And some of them is just too intensive to make for the one person who's gonna have it
Yeah.
and not run a tab.
She mentioned mojitos earlier, and mojitos is probably the shittiest drink for
It was the number 1 listed.
Oh, was it? It was like right at the top.
You know.
Well, you have to get mint. How many bars have you been in the last year and a half that have mint?
Fresh mint.
Yeah, there's no way.
Right.
So
Bring your
they
own
don't have mint.
Your
Then you're supposed
emergency
to-
mullet.
Yeah, you're supposed to sort of grind the mint with the sugar.
Yeah.
Like a sugar cube. Grind that up, and then you start making the drink. And I'm like, if you're in a crowded bar and somebody orders a mojito, it's just like
Yeah.
the bouncers, take them out,
We
get
got,
them away.
we got mint in the little shaker. We're putting it in the sugar water.
I'm gonna put 2 lifesavers in there for you. That's gonna be it. They crunch up the lifesavers.
They
They
crunch
make
up
your
the
drink
lifesavers.
on top of it. I bet you a lifesaver mojito might not be too bad. I might be out of
You
something.
might have to try it.
I
Go ahead.
missed my calling when I left the drink arts.
Yes. They're making up for it
I'm
now.
quite fluent in the drink cards.
I was a bartender for several years.
You're also DM.
Oh right, so
Wow. God damn.
hold on.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so now you find yourself in the cave.
Yep.
There's only 2 of you. It's Jackson Brady, essentially. The gugs are gone, but still around.
Right,
You
But
didn't
not
kill it,
forgotten.
but not forgotten.
Right.
Luke, Andy, and Ruid
Yeah.
are somewhere because
Yeah.
they vaporized.
They vaporized.
when they were killed.
Yeah, that's great.
Ooh, fall gone.
But so I want the 2 of you guys to give me a knowledge. Well, if you've got it, knowledge arcana. If you don't have it, knowledge planes.
Are you talking those two? Or?
These 2, not you guys. You guys, so you got
No,
back in the book.
That's higher.
You guys essentially, so you guys ended up wake up from, you guys were sort of in the bowels of the boat, and the guys, the scholars who do the things for you are, do the ritual for you, are like, wait, what happened? Where is everyone? Is everyone okay? Because you guys come back and you're like, oh,
And then
you come back
it was a
yeah, you're a little freaked out. Now, you guys remember what we talked about earlier this week? Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to count on you to integrate that as best you can. But in the meantime, you guys wake up on the boat and the guys are like, what happened? Where are your friends? What's wrong?
21 knowledge arcana.
Okay, did you roll or no?
I did, 24. No, it's, planes.
No, it's plans. All right. So you guys both remember that being slain as a denizen of the prime material plane. When you come to the dreamlands, you guys, and it's sort of related to the idea of like magic items and stuff that you find here. You can't bring back with you to the prime material plane. It stays here. It stays attached to your character here. The same principle applies with physical injury. You can be physically injured here. But if you are killed here, you're not killed, you're thrown back to the prime material plane. And that's where it starts to get a little sketchy as to what happens then. But your guess is, your suspicion, is that Ruin and Andy are not dead, but they are back in the prime material plane. One assumes back on the Stellan Star.
Based on theories that we've heard before.
Well, not only that, but also Count Lowell's documents. You guys have poured through these things. You guys have brought a lot of these out. What are your thoughts?
Well, we are.
Hey,
Right.
we gotta get moving because my invisibility only lasts so long.
Yeah, that's correct. So what is your plan?
I'm going to find,
You're not that far from the entrance.
Can you show us the list?
The list of
What we're here to find.
well, the one that you're working on is the Ghoul Nobles thing, but if you're gonna change things, that could be a problem.
No, we're not.
We just need to find it.
List.
What's the list?
What do you need?
Food in the US part of it.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna find the sarcophagi or grave sites.
All right, so you're gonna keep moving
Yeah.
in here rather than I don't know, try to regroup.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, we dive and go back.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
We're not restarting this. We're finishing it.
Something will get finished.
Yep.
All right. All right. So well, there you guys are. So you guys are in this place.
I see no sarcophagi or burial mounds or
No,
markers
you're in
inside.
sort of right now. You're in sort of a large cave room. You do see a couple of passageways. One over there, one over
Right.
here.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna go through this one.
You go through that. Okay. Well, go ahead. And you're invisible. I'm assuming you're talking with Grady, or do you have a message going, or anything like that?
I'm gonna heal myself here. I'm gonna burst and heal myself.
But maybe also your friend.
Alright, but that's well. If he's standing next to me, he's invisible. I can't tell.
If I hear you saying I'm gonna heal myself, okay, carry over.
That's yeah.
I'm gonna heal myself, enemies.
I think beware.
Ignore them. Not that they're injured.
Okay. Go ahead and do the healing roll. Man, I am the whiskey losingest guy in town. What did I do? Was it a
Losing this whiskey.
Hey, last meeting, it's okay. We're
Oh,
Luke, are there two
Yeah.
glasses by you right there?
there you go. Oh, I hear it.
Yeah, both are mine.
Okay.
You can't have them.
22 points.
I got it. I found it. I got it. We're okay.
Luke, I was asking to see if one was lessons. No, I was not trying to take one of your drinks.
you know what you were trying to do.
We know what you do. We know your secrets.
He's only allowed one drink tonight
All right, then keep your secrets.
because of the incident.
Hey,
All right. So did you roll a heal check?
yeah, 22.
22 points. Okay. So did you guys add those?
I
did.
Okay, good.
What do I see in this room?
All right. So this room looks a great deal like the room you just entered. It's mostly, it's sort of a combination of cave and basin. You can tell that this was once like, so once you came in here, you could tell that this was once sort of part of the bottom floors, the underground floors of some sort of building. But in many cases, there are holes and things like that where people have burrowed out that into a cave system. It's almost like imagine somebody's basement, but it's surrounded by caves, and they've knocked out several of the walls and expanded. That's basically what it looks like. As you go in there, you can see that there's not much happening in there that's different. The walls are rough. There's you know, some things. This shouldn't be here. It should be like here. And you know, the walls are rough. There is some masonry, but a lot of it's broken, and there is a pungent smell. It's not ghoul. You smell ghoul.
Okay.
I
I smell ghoul.
you've smelled ghoul.
I have
It's
smelled
not
ghoul. This is not ghoul.
No.
Okay. I'm not expecting to smell ghoul anywhere in here because this is like the ghoul burial. They don't smell like ghouls anymore. They're dead.
Well, I mean, so
I'm about to take the skull of one of them.
well, right. So I mean, you don't know. This isn't like a ghoul burial ground. This is a place that they've told you where the tomb is of their oh,
It's not a burial ground, but there are tombs here.
no, tomb.
Okay, tomb. Okay.
So there's one.
Okay.
So just a single beer.
So
A single
so there's
So
there is
yeah.
a ghoul skull royalty.
Quite like the woman from
Not
Fire.
I was thinking, well,
He's a little guys.
Well, no. When I talk about a burial ground, you think about like you're crumbling all over bones. That's not the case here.
That's fair.
I understand the logic.
Look at you.
We were talking about organized bones.
what do I see here?
All right.
I
Again,
am looking
So
for
many.
the burial ground.
you don't see anything obviously tomb related.
Okay.
It's mostly
There's not like a marker that says, you know, you over here, the
Yeah.
tomb is here, you know.
Skull
over
here.
there.
I don't have a ton of time.
right.
I'm running through this thing looking for the sign.
I gotta buy my shit.
Looking for any indication.
Like, this way to Ghoul Tomb.
Well, some sort of marker that
all right. Well, you know,
they may have.
With brain, he can get this far. This
well, it's pretty rocky and nobody's stopping him. So it's kind of like rocking around. It's relatively smooth. There's rough and stuff here, but
We need to
Yep.
get a lot of
and nobody is stopping him. So yeah, I mean, it's you
I feel
largely
like that's
see
the
much
thing.
of the same stuff.
Move me more.
More this way.
I'm following right behind him.
Grady, how far behind him do you want to be?
Not
So
too far, not yet, not so far that I can't see him, but
Just keep following the voice, right? Keep following.
yeah. keep following.
follow me, I'm invisible.
Follow me invisible.
All right. Once you get to this corner over here, you peer down through here and you think that you recognize that this particular tunnel goes back into that main room.
Right.
Because if you come over like here, you can sort of see through that tunnel and you can see sort of that
The tunnel.
pale light coming down down that ramp down to the
So
surface.
you have a feeling of deja vu, you've been here before.
So I've done a lap over everything. I think we can go in. Can I go down that way?
Absolutely.
Oh, let me go back and go
You
down
want to
that
go
way.
back there?
I-
Okay.
I'll follow him.
God, now I have that song.
Does-
God damn that.
Am I correct? That's the only way I haven't just explored?
As far as I know, that's correct. Yeah.
As far as I know. Okay, we're gonna go that way.
All right. So you're gonna go back into that area over there. All right. So
Where the tomb is.
go ahead and move
Yeah.
them over. It shouldn't be your invisibility last.
5 minutes. That's why I'm hurrying.
All right. So yeah, you haven't lapsed that. So
No, I haven't yet, but
No, I'm not, no,
All
I
right.
am not.
Where's it? It's
But
okay. As you go in through there, there's feels like there's a substantive change in the atmosphere.
It is colder.
It's getting colder and funkier. There's a musty smell. So around out here, there's a smell. It's a little bit chickeny, but like if chicken was bathing in ammonia, that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of smell in this cave. Now that changes when you enter that particular hallway.
What's the new smell?
Now it's like mustier, but also under an underpin of rot, decomp, something like that. When you go in there, you go back, and in the distance, in that room, there's a little room back there. You can see in the far end of the room, that's what you see.
That's what it's called.
It's like a tomb.
That's gonna be my sarcophagus when I go.
Yeah, no, I've already put in an order for myself.
We're not carrying the whole thing, no.
But yeah, I mean, there's a big box embedded in. So the bottom part. This
It's
is
a big
gonna
box store.
work. Hold on. One moment.
Grady? I'm gonna turn you invisible.
Okay.
We need to
You go.
whisper to each other so we can hear each other.
So you have two portions.
Actually, we're gonna.
The first part
You're a
is
we don't need to
the-
talk.
It's a large box, probably 6 foot by 4 feet, but it's
you have
embedded
enough?
in
Yeah,
the
no.
I don't
stone
get it.
wall.
So no,
This part is smaller,
Okay.
but above it, and it also
Yeah, we
embedded.
need to do.
I do that message.
Okay.
Guys, he's talking
Yeah,
to you.
Just rows of teeth, yeah.
God damn.
This is what happens when you make these things with AI.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I cast invisibility
On him?
on him
Okay.
and message.
Okay.
Do you like me? Yes or no?
You like the script, yes or no?
So I can just hear that message. So,
You
Grady,
might use
this is really the first time that you and I have gotten to talk.
it.
Well, I was surrounded by some.
Now that everybody's back up the back in the prime material plane,
I'm getting it.
you know what they say: once you go kobold, you never go back.
You can get a shot.
All right, so you guys are now both invisible. I have to check something.
Oh.
I have to check something.
Naples, yes.
Well, that
That's a hell of a.
yeah, it is. On the other hand, I mean, it's a post stealth roll, so we'll see. I mean, you guys can. I don't know what you want to do. Try it.
Yeah, we need that.
I've never told you this before.
All
right.
You were one of my favorite.
All right, so yeah, you guys, so you cast that outside, you emerge into this room. So this room back here is where the tomb is.
Okay,
So you guys emerge.
we go back there.
Okay. And this is what you see.
Yeah.
Essentially, a big box and then the big skull with the 2 sets of teeth.
Okay, now that skull is not the ghoul skull, right?
No, it's probably
It's
4 feet across.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. It's to your eyes, it's obviously decorative.
Great. What?
Open the lid. The lid, the lid, the lid, the lid.
It's like the bag. I've known people.
You're
that
big and
have strange
strong.
habits, so. What's your strength?
Well, that's not.
Okay, my strength is 6.
Maybe somebody should
Yeah.
cast a large on you.
Ooh.
Then it would take it up to 9. Then it would be +0.
I'm gonna cast detect magic first and see if there's any magic.
It's a smart move.
Okay.
The roll should
Okay,
also
it's a
check
trap.
for traps.
Yeah, I do.
Do we have a room? All right. So detect magic. It does radiate magic.
Radiate traps?
And if you take a moment, it radiates evocation magic,
Ooh.
which isn't great.
20 perception for the traps.
20%, 20.
20.
Natural 20 or regular 20?
Regular 20.
Regular 20. All right. You don't see any obvious traps, but you do see that it does have some ensorcelled runes on the top of it, which probably, and they're, to your eyes, you've seen ensorcelled runes before,
Yeah.
magical traps.
I'm gonna disable
They're definitely crude. These are ghoul runes,
I'm
as
still-
opposed to mage.
them. I'm still disabling them.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what kind of runes.
Okay.
Baptist Furious.
This is what we in the DM business call
Flavor
flavor.
text. So ghoul
What is it?
runes,
Applies power.
Ghoul runes.
marking the ceiling of this.
The top of the box.
The box.
Box.
Can't call it a sarcophagus.
I could. I mean, it's, you could.
There better be a ghoul skull in here.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Do I have to read something?
18 and 23.
20.
41.
41. 41.
41 for disable device.
That makes sense.
I specialize in some.
What's that?
Disabling devices.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. So because of the crudeness of these rooms,
Okay.
you've faced off against much tougher things. And you're like, I got this. And you take some of your thieves' tools and scratch out in this area and that area and that kind of stuff. And finally, and as he's, Grady is sort of watching, the magic sort of like drains out of him. It's like connecting a ground wire to a live battery. It just drains away the magical energy. However, you hear. Perfect. But you also hear on the other side, outside of the room, you hear what sounds to be something along the lines of like, well, the first thing that comes to your mind, actually, you know what? Both of you give me perception.
Oh boy.
I like this a lot. This is going to make these videos. We're going to get more subscribers because of this. We're getting to 35.
21 perception.
21. All right. You hear what
22.
it first sounds like bones clattering, like, but it seems to be approaching.
I found guys.
We'll see it in a little bit.
Let's see. Let's
You are correct.
Tell your Uncle Steve happy birthday. Uncle Steve? Tell Mindy. I mean, not Mindy, Sarah.
Great, give me perception.
Are you both inside? Inside
Yeah,
the room?
Grady rolled a 22.
Yeah.
22?
Yeah.
You hear the same thing.
Right.
But with a 27, did you say?
22.
22. It sounds like it's coming from outside and getting closer.
Alright.
Now, it doesn't sound like the clatter of giants' foam. It sounds like the clatter of small foam. But there's a lot of them.
Okay.
And something is moving slowly this way.
Yeah, do you remember what Uncle Steve's number is off the top of your head?
Pardon?
Do you remember what Uncle Steve's number is off the top of your head?
We can't see them, we can just hear them.
No, but I'll.
Just hear him right now, yeah.
I have 3 Steves. Well, 2 Steves that could be him.
I have so many Steves.
I do.
Sounds
All right, so at that point, we should stop. Not for the night.
910.
So that's right.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be hilarious if they just stopped.
It's 8:30. We should probably call it here
Oh,
and
wow.
let the drinking begin in earnest.
That needs to begin.
Did you finish yours? Because I owe you 2 different drinks tonight.
Oh,
So Jay, by the way, has never had a corpse revival.
Oh, Jay.
yeah, that's happening now.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. And second, I promise you Negroni as well. So what do you want first?
The corpse survivor.
Corpse
No.
reviver first.
You want the other one first.
You want Negroni first?
Why do you want?
I'll trust his
You
judgment.
want a bill?
I'll trust his judgment.
Like-
Once.
Why?
Like the wedding host
Exactly,
told
just
Jesus,
one.
you want to start with the cheap
No.
one or good?
Whatever he says, do the opposite.
Why?
Why? All right, but yeah, so you hear this bonish clatter, which are 2 words that I've never put together before, I have to be honest with you.
Owner's passion.
That clatter is very bonish. But yeah, it's coming, and Grady, it's coming closer.
Okay.
But it looks like somehow Jens has managed to defang whatever magic he was seeing on the sarcophagus.
So that magic is then just well.
That's what it looks like.
No, we just hear something coming our way.
Well, yeah, it's outside. It doesn't seem like it's moving very fast. But it does definitely sound like
We're gonna grab.
Yeah.
bones
We can open.
coming your way.
Well, I'm gonna go and we'll push this thing, we'll try to open this, sarcophagus and get out from the
The
mask.
box.
It's a
Ah.
He wouldn't call it Chicago.
It's a
It's
box.
relevant to the wall though.
Okay.
You're gonna have to. I don't know how you're gonna just lift this.
No,
Is there like a,
most sarcophagi you push.
it slides up, yeah.
You give a shot at that?
Yeah.
Good deal. Push it off.
Not back, but sideways, yeah.
Yeah, from the guild, yeah.
And those dice look like the gummies that Fiona made for us.
Is it part of the wall?
That's what I understood.
How'd they ever get the thing in?
I'm just saying.
Okay,
They could have loaded it from the back.
it's a dummy box.
It's rear,
You're right, they could have.
it's rear loaded.
Is that how they built this one, Les?
What do you mean?
Is the only entrance to this box from the other side of the wall?
No, no. It's
No,
they
sure.
carved it into the wall. No,
No.
that would be stupid.
Right.
Well, somebody's arguing that way.
Thought we had options here.
You have all the options in the goddamn bar.
Well,
Is there any way to open this box from this side of the wall? Well,
there's a lid.
no,
Right, right,
no,
right.
no. We've been told that that is part of the actual box and wall behind it.
Yeah, the box is carved out of the wall, but there is a lid,
Which is not carved out of the wall.
which is not carved out of the wall. It's not copy.
So,
I understand.
okay,
Okay. So my-
there was some confusion there.
Go back, confusion's been cleared up.
Yep.
So,
So is there a possibility of us opening this lid?
Yes. From this side, yes.
We will try to do
try
that.
to do that as quickly as possible.
All right. So those of you who had no Negronis, little orange on top or straight up for Jay.
A little orange.
Little, yeah. You speak for Jay?
Yes.
Oh my god. I
They-
speak for the Jays.
Jay, I think
Jay's never had a Negroni. They don't know.
they don't know. They haven't had before. They're virgins. So.
Phrase that just a second.
The Brogues, they
I
are.
just think of milk dry grass. I'm not a virgin. Okay, wasn't what we were talking about.
Right.
But thanks for that information.
Milky Way, man.
What's her nickname? Her nickname was Milky White Brown.
Who? Would be sorry.
Skinny dipping in the moonlight.
Somebody that Tim Parlow dated.
Right.
He was
Try it.
a first virgin.
So it's not going to be what you expect
He
because
was
you look at this
adamant
thing,
she was
as
not.
red it is, you think it's going to be sweet. It is not sweet.
Oh boy. All right. I see where this builds.
Oh man, it was great.
All right. Can I fix you in?
No, not right now. We're working on top.
I still have a shit ton of
He
water.
wants to stay
And basil.
aware and in control.
Got you need them too?
What do you got?
I got. You want to try the 7-0?
Yeah, we'll try it.
Matt, do you remember what archetype I
Like,
it is? Never mind.
Ice or no?
Yeah.
So I figured out a way to.
Making the scope of my rifle. So we tend to have calculated.
mm-hmm.
Because I was worried about how to glue it onto it,
Yeah.
but I was worried about it breaking off and
Got it.
flipping or moving and everything.
All right. Do we need to talk?
Sending you a text message.
So
Cross me
yeah,
out.
so
What are you talking about?
between
You need to read.
plastic lid.
We get a
kind of
list.
spacers,
Yeah.
the same size as the tube, that gives
What do you think?
more rigidity.
Yeah, good. That's
Like that?
I was not ready for the kick, but it's good.
So that is a classic.
You know, I've got the-
You know, like a top 10
water
classic.
bottle cap.
kind
I
of
got another
cocktail.
magnet on that one.
People have been drinking it
Built
for
with
centuries.
like craft glue.
The first time we tried it, we didn't have a little orange juice in there.
Just like
And it has that. It's a herbal. It's bitter. You can taste it in there.
So my right.
So you sprinkle a little orange juice in it, and it sort of
And I
smooths
was
it out quite a
gluing
bit.
it to it,
Turned into a fantastic
and
drink.
I'm worried about it breaking off and just being a pain in the ass. So
Okay.
I realized
Okay.
I could use
Uh,
magnets
So
and just snap it on and off.
That's smart. I like that. I would still like have like rubber bands or something that you can
Just in case I need it,
draw
yeah.
in so it sticks while you're moving around or whatever.
I guess.
Oh, no,
we
no,
take
no,
it
the
off
magnet's
and
gonna be
everything.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair point.
So those, I was telling Beth, those lids I got, the spacers and everything, I've taped a little magnet. In 4 of them, the last 4.
Okay.
And the
Gugs is
magnets that
gugs.
attach to the scope are spaced between 2 of them. So I've got like 2 positions I can put this thing on.
I like it. This is gonna be awesome.
lost my drink again. I'm the worst drinker in the world.
Don.
Luke,
Which of these enhancements do you think would be the best?
19.
Would be most useful?
You guys be there, right?
Bending, distance, ghost touch, keen.
My qualities of a weapon, you're saying?
Yes.
Defending,
Distance. Ghost
Yeah.
touch.
what is distance?
Ghost touch means you can.
No, I know what
hit
ghost
things-
touch is.
Okay.
What is distance?
Distance.
Well, it's how far you are from something.
You did physics, you know this.
Right.
Do we just need to take a walk for a
In
second?
weapon properties.
Well, you didn't say
The type property of distance too.
African European.
We're just gonna ignore distance.
Okay,
Ghost touch,
Can you really do that?
keen,
I love
Mighty
it. We can
cleaving.
do that.
returning,
Make it easier.
shock,
Yeah.
shocking bird,
Yeah.
seeking, speed, or wound.
I'm so saying, do it 25.
what?
Jay, I don't know if you like bourbon, but if you want to try this bottle of bond,
Well, really,
so I'm a huge fan of bottle and bond bourbons.
Returning?
I might take a sip later.
I just tried this Heaven Hill. I really like it.
Because you throw it and you're done.
take a sip
Well,
later.
I'm not throwing it.
Never?
I got you.
I've yet to throw it.
Okay, not returning then. Returning would be useless then.
My celebratory
I was thinking either
versus,
keen or
What is the crit?
Yeah, no kidding.
Of it normally?
×3.
What is the crit range? Just a 20?
Yeah,
So if you do 19 and 20, but you get times 3?
yeah. That or
For later.
Appreciate it.
drive?
I did drive.
You're gonna be staying on the Sasquatch
I'm
couch.
trying to watch myself a little bit.
I'm thinking keen.
Well, you still have a corpse
Mighty
reviver ahead of you, so
cleaving.
maybe hang back.
We
What's
could
the
get, we
bleeding?
got Luke,
Huh?
he can drive us. We could come back.
As the worst comes to worst, I'm
By the
5
way-
minutes away now.
Just want to say congratulations, Jay.
Cheers.
Nailed the job at Wash U today.
Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you.
Well done.
Oh,
And ring the bell down.
Move to Belleville.
Yeah, get the hell out of
Welcome to
here.
civilization.
Getting out of Sparta.
Yeah.
You're not a respectable
Oh, I'm
member
sorry,
of
I'm
society.
sorry. No, they're hanging out with us.
Welcome to Adelphi.
Did you,
There's the best spot.
What'd you think of that?
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah, so that's a 7-year-old bottle of vodka. The Hill is not. The bottle's a great distillery, but it has a lot of low end bourbons. But I always go, so one of my favorite bourbons of all time, and I accidentally busted into it, was Old Granddad Bottle and Bond. So the bottle and bond means there's a bunch of rules about it, and I'll tell you what, you could put an old shoe in a bottle and bond, and it tastes pretty good to me. It's solid. And generally speaking, people aren't Osmo, and they tend to be like super cheap.
yeah, you attack 3 times?
This one was a little more expensive, but the Old Granddad I get at the wine and cheese shop over in New Balance in the city,
Yeah.
So it's like greater
$3
I guess.
for a bottle.
Yeah.
For like a
Mighty
750
cleave weapon.
And sometimes they have leaders.
The cleave feet. So
They
you
have
have the cleave feet.
liters, and they charge the same
One
price.
additional.
They're like, oh, we just acquired
It's a
something.
first
Just acquire something.
Yeah, I nabbed the shit out of it. Between that, usually, and so I've been getting different stuff, but
It does.
I also just bought Elijah Craig small batch, but this is
Unless you
Sasquatch
get-
stuff, 24 bucks.
Are you planning on getting great?
But there's a lot of great whiskeys out there that you can get.
I haven't planned.
Alright, so do we?
If you're not planning on getting greater cleave, then I would, the mighty cleave is fine.
Can't find my drink, can't find my phone.
What are the other options? Defending?
Yes, absolutely. So
Okay, what's going on?
Grady and Jax, I
Yes.
need you guys to roll stealth.
Love to roll
You
down.
guys roll it.
Add 20 to your stealth because you're invisible.
I will.
Is it 20 or is it 40?
It's, you add 20
Okay.
because we've been moving around. If we're still, it's 40.
Who's outside?
Marla?
Oh, Marla's turned off the pool. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I'm like, I thought I was gonna have to go into a karate stance.
I was
25.
excited. I wanted to see your ninja moves.
I know.
Most of my ninja moves revolve around pistols. So
51.
Well, you got your big
51.
beard.
All right.
25.
25. 25?
25.
Okay.
That's with 20? I mean, I know you're not stealthy normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
5.
And 0 stealth skill?
Right.
I rolled 5. Yep. They
Where-
don't get concealment.
Um,
If they're like
Yeah.
ducked down to name something.
Who's that?
Lots of things we fight on.
Alright.
Right.
So let's
Okay.
see, what did we do?
Passed away in-
Extra cash. It's like haste,
yeah, we found him.
which we're not hasted often. So that would be.
so when I left Ogleby,
Too bad. Too bad.
Nice. Yeah.
What happened?
When I left Oakland, I stole every.
Again, only with the full round action,
Starting to fade.
you get the extra attack, but it's at your full bonus.
Well, I mean,
It's a good one.
yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
Jack, what was your stealth? 45? 51?
51.
51. And Grady was
25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I need you guys just to roll your perception.
I gave you the one.
Same.
Okay. I didn't get it. Oh, there's a group chat. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Well, then you guys know what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. All right. You guys are in there.
What you see or what you sense?
Well, sense, yeah. Okay. So you guys. Before we get back to you guys, what are you guys doing? What is Andy and Rua doing? You guys are back on the boat. You're a little shocked.
Man, I wish I would fall back asleep.
Well, I mean, you could get those guys to maybe try and send you back. You wanna-
I'll say that I wish that they would put me back to sleep so we could go back to where we were.
You want to go back? Okay.
Yeah, send us back.
All right. So it's a 10-minute ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, so they start, they're like, yes, we'll send you back. All right. So 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 40.
Well, keep in mind, time runs differently in different places.
I'll be back either dead or
Not dead.
coming back.
Well, if you die, then you'll be like, why are they asleep? You know, that kind of. All right. So. All right. You guys are in front of the sarcophagus. Grady, invisibly, you're going to try and remove the lid.
Yes, sir.
All right. I need a strength check. I need you to roll a d20 plus your strength bonus. Are you going to help him, Jackson? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
-2?
I thought you were going to enlarge yourself to get a
I haven't said.
zero.
If he can't get it open, I'll enlarge him.
Okay.
Hey, Les.
What'd you roll?
19.
19 natural or
19, that's not natural.
1 sec. Depending, well, you
Alright.
will drive that. Depending on what you guys want to do.
It's not my job, but he's still.
All right. So 19 natural or 19 total?
19 total.
All right. So you kind of get it. I mean, so first you start pushing on that thing and you're like, shit's not moving back. And then you're like, you get a little bit of the way, you know, there's, you expose like a slice of openness. Like you move it enough where there's just like a slice of the thing. And it's like, there's like this dust that comes pouring out, almost as if the sarcophagus itself is sailing in some way. I said that wrong. Exhaling. You know, and then dust and crap.
It's pressurized.
Kind of, yeah, or maybe something like a bottle of mead, for
It
example.
was safety
That-
seal for our
yeah.
protection.
It's been sealed for so long that it's built up pressure inside.
Right.
But yeah, it's like dust kind of comes out. It doesn't. I mean, you don't breathe any of it in or anything like. And by the way, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, you have a taste
Very
of it.
familiar.
Mindy has one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me do a quick thing here. Let's move both of those guys into the anteroom area.
You do a quick thing.
I'm gonna do a quick thing. Excuse me, people of Earth. All right, so you guys are in here. The box is like right here, and let me see if I can find it. Something to represent. Here we go. Perfect.
Yeah. No schools on though.
Nice box.
No spells, but we're making do with what we got. So that's kind of the thing. And Grady, I believe it's this here. No,
Yep.
that's Jax. So Grady is kind of like, oh, give me another strength check when you get a moment.
I would love to.
Do what you're gonna do.
Okay.
I was supposed to be great about the rounds.
Jax, perception check.
16 strength.
21.
16 strength.
16, yeah,
It feels like it's getting more difficult.
probably.
You're having
Be
trouble.
big.
Okay,
Be big.
all right.
Be big?
Well.
Have you ever been big?
No, but you find.
You're enlarged, you have plus 4 to your strength, so it's plus 2 to,
Strange feeling they got that.
Plus 4 to that dick.
you just have to be like,
Yours is much more
tall,
correct than mine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's plus 2.
plus 2.
All right, so I have the ultimate enlarged napalm
Green?
3D miniature.
There you go.
There you go. All right,
Wow.
so you're big.
I'm
Does
good.
that invalidate invisibility?
Nope.
Damn. Kind of hoping it would. All right, so we have jumbo
Aggressive.
napalm. Gotta get your foot. Oh, all right. So we're just gonna put that on top of there for when it comes to pass.
When it comes to fruition.
All right, new napalm
Drink is
ring.
right there.
Thank you. I'll get back to in a minute. All right. Yeah.
Right?
Hell, baby.
Rub.
So what are you guys doing? Plant your dudes and make your claim.
Sorry, what?
Plant your dudes.
Always plant your.
Is that a thing?
I'm old enough to remember
Oh,
when
Always.
I'm in your base killing your dudes was a meme.
Thank you, man.